Hey everybody, today I'm here with a good friend of mine, Ed Smilow. Ed Smilow is a golf lawyer and he's also a professor at the Professional Golfers Career College. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to market to your golfers and how to grow the game of golf. And so Ed, why don't you tell a little bit about your background, how you got involved in golf?
Oh, I've been playing golf since I was 6, so that means 60 years. Been involved as a junior and competitively in high school and college, and later on in life, after a long career in the law, I decided to marry my two loves, and I became a golf professional, teaching professional, ran my own shop for a while, and then went back into the industry to try to help people become more successful in the game of golf while avoiding the pitfalls of the legal world.
Yeah, we were talking, we had a long talk, we just had lunch here at Indian Springs Golf Course, and we were talking a lot about what golf courses need to do to get better, and we were talking about focusing on the golfer. What advice do you have to golf courses about focusing on the golfer?
Well, that's number one. I think in our industry we've kind of gone a little bit astray in thinking of it more of a business rather than simply recreation. And the whole idea is that people are coming to golf to have fun, to enjoy themselves, to be involved in this endeavor. And when our businesses don't focus on absolutely matching and meeting the needs in a universal way, that's when we get into trouble, that's when we lose focus. So when we're looking at what golf courses can do, we have to start with being a golfer, and a lot of us have stopped playing golf, which is something that removes us from the golf environment. When we start thinking of ourselves as golfers, when we start playing more golf, I think we can better serve the needs of our customers and become successful again.
What advantages do you see from people in the golf industry going out and playing golf on the golf course?
Well, they get back to what it is to have fun and the basics. What do golfers really need today to enjoy themselves? And really that is just to become good enough at the game so that they will enjoy the enterprise and not feel that it's costing them an arm and a leg to do so. So we have to find ways, we have to really find ways to connect with the golfer to say, come and enjoy yourself, this is how we're going to do it, and it's not going to cost you more than the value that you're going to get from what we're giving to you.
You mentioned that you do golf law. If you had to give one piece of advice to golf courses about when it comes to golf law, what would that one piece of advice be?
Well, as an owner of a golf course or the operator of a golf course, what gets people in trouble is when they disconnect. When they disconnect with their employees, when they disconnect with the environment, and when they disconnect with their customers. So I think my one piece of advice is always to remain engaged with those people and meeting their needs. There's either going to be a fit there or not. For example, today we get in trouble with this whole issue of the ADA. People are complaining that golf as an industry is not facilitating the needs of people with handicaps and whatever that might be. And that should be the first step in every golf course. It should be reaching out to these potential great customers and saying, how can we help you? What way can we give you the opportunity to play golf? If we're looking at traditional minorities, if you will, that have not had access, we should be reaching out to our communities and finding ways to embrace ways in which golf can become a part of their lives, rather than looking at them as some kind of demographic statistic and saying, well, they're not contributing to the game of golf, so we really don't need to cater to them. I think the real problem and focus has to be, how can we embrace all segments of our community? How can we take care of our customers safely? How can we cater to the needs of everyone in our community and become a responsible part of that community, rather than seen as a target for litigation, rather than seen as some nuisance that the rest of the population has to put up with. And as far as our employees are concerned, they are the business, and we should be embracing our employees, paying them as well as we possibly can, but catering to their needs and making them happy employees. And when we do that, we avoid all the potential pitfalls that may come along and really zap the resources that we need to grow this game.
Good, and then also as a professor at the Professional Golfers Career College, I know you work with a lot of young up-and-coming people that are coming into the golf industry. How about working with them? What's one piece of advice that you try to make sure that you give to these people, these young golfers that are coming up into the profession?
The game has become so competitive. I go back to really those basic values and basic things that made the professionals of old, which is the work ethic. When you switch from being a golfer to making it your profession, you have to work at it. And it becomes work almost as an entrepreneur 24/7. That will make the difference between those that will succeed making golf their profession and those that won't.
Well, Ed, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
For the chat today, really appreciate it. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it.